Cadet Ava Grant never saw the push coming. One moment she was gripping the railing of the academy stairwell. The next her boots missed the step and gravity pulled her down hard, steel edges striking bone. Voices echoed above her voices she recognized. The cadets she once called her brothers in arms watched in cold silence as she crashed to the bottom. No one shouted for a medic. No one rushed to help. Instead, the hallway fell into a heavy stillness, as though the entire building had been holding its breath, waiting for this moment. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. Ava slowly pushed herself upright, pain radiating across her spine, but her eyes burned not with tears, only fury. She wasn't attacked because she was weak. She was attacked because she refused to stay silent. For weeks, she had been gathering evidence of hazing, illegal drills, and secret punishments executed after lights out. 3 cadets had already been hospitalized in the past month, all officially recorded as training accidents. Ava knew better. She had seen the bruises. She had heard the cries, and she had spoken up. As she limped toward the infirmary, cadets turned their backs to her. Not out of cruelty, but fear. Everyone knew there were rules in the handbook, and then there were rules no one dared to write down. Ava had broken the second kind. The next morning, her world changed. Without warning, 3 black SUVs rolled into the academy courtyard. They bore no flags, no insignias, only authority. From them stepped 3 generals whose names were spoken in fear throughout all branches. Their presence sent a tremor through every cadet standing in formation. The head general's voice cut through the air like a blade. This base is now under direct investigation. All training operations are suspended effective immediately. Gasps rippled through the ranks. Ava watched from the infirmary balcony as cadets were ordered to remain silent, hands clasped behind their backs, eyes forward. Military police emerged and immediately escorted 4 senior cadets away in handcuffs, the same who had watched her fall. But this wasn't justice. It was containment. Later that evening, the general himself came to Ava's room. His face was solemn, his voice low. You exposed something far larger than hazing. What you uncovered threatens the integrity of this institution. Ava frowned. Threatens? Or reveals? The general placed a classified file on her bed. Inside were pages marked with red stamps, records of covered-up incidents from multiple academies across the country. Injuries, deaths, silence. Every cadet who had questioned authority had been labeled a psychological risk, removed quietly. Their careers ended before they began. The system wasn't failing. It was designed this way. Ava's pulse slowed. Her breathing steadied. She wasn't just a victim of violence, she was a witness to truth. Outside, sirens wailed across the base. Cadets stood motionless as the generals announced the academy's indefinite closure. There would be no graduation, no ranks awarded. The institution itself would be erased, its legacy sealed behind classified walls. Cadet Ava Grant walked alone into the empty courtyard, pain humming through her bones, but her posture was unbroken. Around her, flags were being lowered, training banners torn down. The proud academy was dying not with a salute, but in silence. As the last light faded, Ava realized something chilling. The attack on her had not been personal. It had been procedural. She wasn't meant to be harmed. She was meant to be silenced, and yet she still stood. There would be no celebration, no applause. Justice had come, but not with honor. It came disguised as damage control, ensuring that the truth would never reach the world beyond those walls. Cadet Ava Grant didn't win, but she did not lose. She became the line that could not be erased, because sometimes justice isn't a victory, it's a warning. And the bravest souls are not the ones who fight to be heard, but the ones who refuse to be forgotten. If this story moved you, hit subscribe, Because truth like this demands a voice. And your voice is the one that keeps it alive. Would you like me to now write a thumbnail, AI image prompt and video description to match this powerful story?